And
you think you got it?
Brittany, I think I
again.
have it.
All right, what's your guess?
Altitude?
You're right!
Yay!
Yay, claps all around.
You gave me the hint about the west. That helped a bunch.
Okay, you know what, but I get feedback, right? Some say all the words I pick are way too easy. Some say they're not. So, of course, if you're heading maybe toward the mountains today, right, you may get a little bit of that thinner air, right? But overall, not too shabby across our entire area. So let's take it to the mountains, right? Beach Mountain looking pretty good out there right now this morning. We do have a few clouds mixing in, but I mentioned this earlier. We're going to have some showers trying to work their way into the area. Really, we have a few now, but mostly this afternoon with a cold front. But we have really dry air close to the ground. So what often happens, right, is the rain falls from the clouds, but it falls into that dry column of air and sometimes struggles to reach the ground. So you can see a few little sprinkles trying to mix their way into western parts of York County and Chester County as well. But for now, it really looks like a lot of this is maximum a drizzle. So if you're getting those reports there, we'd love to have them, of course, here at WCNC Charlotte. You can send them my way. Of course, you can use the Near Me function as well on our WCNC Charlotte mobile app. Something else you can get on the mobile app, right, is the hour-by-hour forecast updated by the WCNC weather team. And here's my hour-by-hour. You can see a few clouds sticking around for most of the day, but we will have sunshine as well. High temperatures this afternoon, right around 81, 82 degrees. And you can see that low end chance for a few showers across the Piedmont this afternoon. So we've seen those few little sprinkles popping up on satellite and radar this morning, but this afternoon, again, it's mostly going to be with those few breaks in the clouds, at least for the Piedmont. Now, a different story up toward the mountains and foothills, where I showed you those pockets of heavier rain early. Well, now we're getting indications that we could see a few thunderstorms develop here. Now, what's interesting is that the lightning threat is still really, really low with the dry air in place. And of course, a lot of cloud cover, so daytime heating won't be a big factor. This is actually going to be primarily the risk for some gusty wind, especially for the mountains and foothills as we see that cold front working its way through. So definitely be aware of that. If you have anything outside, maybe on the patio, the lanai, the balcony that you don't want to lose, good idea maybe to go ahead and bring that inside just in case the winds turn a bit gusty in your area. But once we see that front work its way across the Piedmont, I'm really seeing signs that it's going to struggle to produce the opportunity for some thunderstorms, but we will see some pockets of rain. So just be prepared for that as we hit the second half of the day. Most areas should dry out by about 10 o'clock. So just after sunset. So that cold front rolls through the area today and then shifts further south. And so once we have that front push through, lesser cloud cover, of course, lots of sunshine, but also a reinforcing shot of some cooler and drier air. So while today still feels pretty pleasant and we'll see a little bit of an uptick in humidity with that front passing through today and early tomorrow, look at that dry air by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We essentially plummet back into the 40s, very, very similar to what we had with this first front that moved through on Thursday and has brought us really the nice weather the past few days. So really excited, of course, about that reinforcing shot of cool air if you like the fall-like weather, but also looking ahead toward late Friday and into Saturday. A lot of what eventually happens in our 7-day forecast, I mentioned this earlier, is going to determine where Tropical Storm Ian, eventually Hurricane Ian, eventually goes. So I'm slightly bumping up our chance of rain on Friday, but keeping us at a 50-50 shot Saturday with likely some clouds mixing in. But again, you can trust the WCNC weather team to continue to keep you updated. And in fact, in our 7:30 or 9:30, that is, oh my gosh, I'm thinking it's still the 7 o'clock hour, 9:30 half hour, I am going to have a breakdown of the tropics, what's going on with Ian, and where we're thinking that storm at this point could go. All of that, of course, coming up for you in just about 10 minutes.